Hello, my name's Damien. Welcome to the channel. This is all about Amazon FBA. I started Amazon FBA only about 6 months ago, but I fully understand the business model, having been buying and selling on eBay for several years prior to that. I also have my own stock trading channel, which maybe some of you are coming from that. Prefer to keep it separate, but I have been on YouTube now for the best part of 2 years. So I kind of know what I'm doing in terms of the YouTube scene. So anyone that's new to this channel, please subscribe, help me grow it. I appreciate everyone. The idea of this channel is to teach you all about Amazon FBA, but being real. I've seen a lot of other people cover Amazon FBA, and the general conception seems to be that you're going to make loads of money. You just put products up and they sell. That can be the case if you find the right products, but it is not a get rich quick scheme, not by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to tell you about a lot of the mistakes that I have made and a lot of the mistakes that I see other YouTubers tell you to make, which isn't very fair. First off, what is Amazon FBA? Well, Amazon FBA stands for Fulfilled by Amazon. Very, very simple. It blew my mind when I actually found this out myself. Amazon do sell their own products, of course they do, and they are on a lot of listings, but a lot of people think that everything you buy on Amazon comes in their packaging, it must be from them. It's really not. It's just anybody in the world that they want to buy a product and ship it in, pay a ridiculous fee to Amazon for the privilege of being able to advertise on their website and for them to deal with all the fulfillment. Now, there is pros to this and there is cons to this, and we'll get through all that in the coming videos. But is Amazon FBA profitable even today in 2022 going into 2023? Well, I've covered this on my stock trading channel a lot. We've talked about how businesses are going to go under pretty much with this really dark recession / depression that is coming. So I do worry about Amazon from that point of view, but the only thing I worry about is what products. You need to understand there's going to be a switch, and I know exactly what stocks people are going to buy. We've been covering on my other channel what is going to be increasing over the next 12 to 24 months, and I will be covering all of that in my future videos, so stay tuned for that. Please subscribe. In my first experience as Amazon FBA, I made so many mistakes. I pretty much made all the mistakes. I did all of this learning myself, being in Discord groups and stuff, chatting to people, and I've had to learn it the hard way. There's a lot of fake news out there. There's a lot of people telling lies. Have you watched any YouTubers that have done the 500 to 10 grand challenge, or £1,000 turned into 10 grand, episode 1, and episode 1 becomes episode 2, and episode 2 becomes non-existent? They never ever complete it. Check that out. Check your YouTubers that you're watching and see if they've done any of those challenges. I bet my life on it. If they have done any of those challenges, they have not followed up. It's been 1, 2, maybe 3 episodes, but by then you never see. There's actually one guy, and I'll show you.
Return, we should be making around £60 in profit. So if you want specific things you need to do in this challenge, leave them in the comment section and I will do it.
That was the end of his journey. So these are the type of YouTubers that are trying to do YouTube. They're not trying to help people. Unsubscribe to those guys that are just filling you full of shit, and subscribe to someone that's going to actually tell you the truth about this game. It is not as easy as it seems. What do you need, Amazon? Well, a lot of people say technically all you need is £100. Well, that's kind of true. £100 would be enough, but I can tell you now, with the gains that you would make on £100, you're going to be putting in so much effort. You're still getting hit with the same amount of subscription fees that you would be if you had 10 grand. So bear that in mind as well. You have to understand there is fees that will cripple you in this business if you do not have enough money. So for me, the absolute minimum, and I would actually say it's more than this, but for the absolute minimum, do not consider doing Amazon FBA for anything less than £500. Now, with that £500, what you'll want to make sure is you're in a position to start selling straight away. I made that mistake. I signed up to Seller Central, thought, okay, I'll sign up. I read the terms. It says you'll be refunded if you do sign up. Don't panic. Well, that's nonsense as well. Amazon, you will find on your journey, are very difficult to work with. Their online support is terrible. They will lie. They will make you go through the same dance over and over and over again to get ungated for products. They are just horrible to work with. You never speak to anyone that seems to understand anything. When you open a request, the next person picks up that request, doesn't look at the previous notes, and it just goes on and on to the point where you feel like giving up on life. Once you get through the teething problems and you understand how Amazon works, it can be very beneficial. They will not give you back your fees if you use their tools, and by using their tools, it's just simply logging in. So you'll never get a refund. So make sure you're in a position to start selling and sending in packages to Amazon straight away. So the first thing you need to do if you're considering this is do your due diligence, get an understanding, watch people like myself, but first and foremost, you need a printer to be able to print your own labels. You don't want to, at the starting stage, you don't want to be paying someone to put labels on and print them. Do it yourself. So you need a printer, You need the labels for the printer. You need A4 pages to be able to print off for your packages. You will need boxes. We will talk more about boxes in the next video, but at least try to get boxes as big as possible, because the more infantry you can get in that box, then the less you'll pay for shipping fees. And all these things will tie up to your margins. You'll also need some sort of management tools. There is ones you can pay for, but when you're starting off as a beginner, you want to have as little outgoings. Excel can be, or Google Sheets can be your best friend. Very, very simple. And we'll talk about some templates down the road, which I'll share with you. When I first started, I had a load of boxes lying around my house from house moves. I also went to local shops, spars, whatever like that, just walking by, see anyone's putting boxes in the bin, I'd run over and go, here. I could be anywhere. I could be just going out with my kids to do something and see someone about to throw away boxes, and I run over and be like, no, I'll take that. These things will save you money. On average, the big bulk buy boxes, you're talking $250 to $350 per box. And that again eats into your profits, especially if you're paying UPS maybe £7, £8 for shipment. You're talking £10 just for a box and shipping. So you have to factor that into your cost and your profit margins on each product. The next thing is, when you start getting paid, you want to be making sure you're compliant with the law. Amazon will make you sign up to a lot of different things, and if anyone thinks that you can do this and try and get paid in your bank account and no one will ever know, you will get caught out. But don't be afraid if you are a beginner. You do have an entitlement up to £2,000 for a trading allowance. A lot of people don't know that, but you can actually earn up to £2,000 on top of your salary, your income or whatever, and that will be tax free. On the flip side, if this is the only job you have, perhaps you're staying at home, you do have an annual allowance as of the time of recording of about £12,700 you can earn up before you pay tax. So you need to understand your circumstances. Everybody's circumstances will be different, of course, but understanding that can also help you make a decision. Is Amazon FBA best for me? Now, me personally, I've set up a limited company, and we will be talking about the limited company down the road and why I ultimately feel that is where you should be going. And we'll be talking ultimately why I believe that is the best way for you to grow your business. These are the things that you'll want to be getting to. But initially, to stick your toe in the water, at least know what those allowances are. They can help you at least try it and understand, is this going to be for me? You've got the foundations there. The only thing now you need is products, and that's the hardest thing about Amazon FBA. It is finding products. Now, you can do this in several ways. You can do this through retail arbitrage, which is just simply going out, scanning products, trying to find a deal. You can do it online, the same principle, scanning websites to try and find the best deals that you can ship in. You can also do wholesale, and then there is private label as well. Again, these are stages you'll get to. Currently, I'm not a private label seller. I'm looking to do that, create my own brand. That is underway, but that's a sort of 12, 18 month plan. It's very, very difficult to start from nothing and just start selling private label. As a beginner, just focus on the retail online. For me, initially, I actually found going out to shops was the best way for it. I found that because it stopped a lot of sellers coming on the listing. These are all things that we'll talk about down the road, don't worry. But that is what you need to initially do. And you can get an app, and the best app that I have found in terms of value for money is Profitl. And I'll share the link down here. I'm gonna have the director of Profitl actually on the channel, and they'll talk about their products and what their goals are in another video. But once you have everything ready to be shipped to Amazon, that is exactly when you sign up to Seller Central. Don't do it first, because it could take you honestly weeks. It took me about 3 weeks to really get into the momentum of that, and then it just is £30 that I have paid out in subscription fees that I did not need to do so. So you do it then, and then that day or the next day you can ship it out. In my next video, I'll talk about how you can save on your subscription fees, how you can save on UPS fees. There's all these things that people just do not understand, and all these things when you're a beginner really massively help you out. I currently actually have a fulfillment center in England that do all my parcels, so I'm going to talk about all of this, how to branch and grow your business. I started Amazon FBA, and I'll show you my stats, only 3 months ago. From the point of view of going out with a little scanner to the point where I've got my own fulfillment center. The whole idea of this channel is to show you how quick you can grow this if you have the capital. If you don't, there'll be plenty of tips. The pathway will be there for you to be able to grow your own Amazon business in 2022/2023. This is going to be a very, very difficult time that we're going into. I do call it going to be a recession depression. So these are the type of side hustles, side businesses that you need to have to be able to survive. So please like, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. And here is the next video. Very, very simple. Just click it and you can watch it. I'll catch you there. Peace.